And welcome back to this very special edition of Getting to Know the Champ with the true champs of the DUI, the franchise known as Lethal Injection. Let's finish up the questions, Doc. We still got a couple more to get to.
Indeed and agreed.
Indeed. The next one goes, Foolish one, you have the nerve to speak ill of me? You have sealed your fate. I warn you not to fall asleep because I can and will find you in your dreams. No, wait, forget that. Okay? Don't you dare go camping around any lakes because I will pull you down into the abyss. Shit, scratch that. I know it's past Halloween, but stay away from Haddonfield because doom awaits you. Oh, fuck it. Fuck my life. Signed DL. oh my! Oh man, something must have got in the water around here, Doc. With these questions, it seems like somebody's confused around here. Well, DL. It seems like if I didn't know any better, that you're trying to scare the one. You're trying to put some fear into him. But I mean, make no mistake with what the one's done with the Bye Boys, and I mean, he took Montezuma's revenge from the Deuce, just all the nasty stuff the one's been through. He's tough to scare. About the only thing that does scare him is getting in the ring with Lethal Injection.
And if there's anything more scary than that, I don't know.
Oh, exactly, Doc. I mean, this guy, I think whoever this is needs to just stick to maybe wearing masks and trying to scare people or whatever. Of course, you might want to be careful if you're in the locker room at a DUI, wearing a mask or whatever. You'll have horny mask and ass clown and Blozo wanting to take you in the shower. So just be careful there, buddy. Let's move on, Doc.
Indeed. Let's see. The next one says, this kind of looks official. To the one, we would like you to come down to Sesame Street to have an episode with the Count. Wow. And we feel after your win at Hee Haw Weenie, you would make a perfect guest to teach how to count to 10. Sincerely, PBS.
Oh my, prestigious there.
You see, and that's the breaks with the one. He gets these little breaks like that, and then he just rides them. He rides the coat. You see what I mean? They don't understand that it was BDS that helped him get that title. But yeah, I bet you he would actually, if he had received that letter himself, he would have accepted that, cashed that check, put it in the bank, and not said a word to anyone.
Oh, exactly. Folks, we just, I know, PBS, please, we're going to implore you, we're going to beg you, please, pull this off or whatever, because if he gets on there, it's 1, 2, 10, and you're going to be, just ruining the lives of young children out there. That's just something you don't want to do. Isn't that right, Doc?
Indeed, agreed. He's no role model. I mean, 1, 2, 10? There's none of the kids should even be able to look at that, or even look at somebody like him and say, "Oh, I want to be like that. I want to be like the one. He's the champion. He doesn't care what it takes." But
it's
bad.
Disgusting. Very bad,
Yes.
Very bad. All right, let's move on. Just take our advice, PBS. Listen here, you punk-ass thief. I have heard you recently talk about having no respect for jobbers. And now that you're a champion, I bet you just expect to have certain people lay down for you. I ain't never done a squash match, buddy, and I won't for you. Now, unless you are offering a box of wine, some jobber burgers, and a locker room reach around, you best be looking for other people to take a beating and make you look good. Signed, DD. Oh, my. Well, DD, oh, man, it sounds like he's trying to, again, scare the one and saying he's not going to lay down for him, Doc. But, I bet that's what the one would expect. The one has gone around here and he's shown no respect for the lower rungs of the ladder. And, I bet that he wouldn't want, I bet he would expect old DD here to go lay down for him.
I remember the one time we had a match, Lethal Injection, at Madison Square Garden, and there's this crazy guy out front. But when you said DD, it reminded me when we went to the strip club, Scores afterwards, there was a stripper there named DD.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And now that I think about it, you kind of looked like that guy that hung out in front of the place.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I'm sorry. My mind's drift off of that question.
That's all right. Well, I know, not to stray too far. Well, you're saying if he offers a box of wine, jobber burgers, and a locker room reach around. Well, you've come to the right place, Dee. I'm sure Brutal Impact would be happy to offer that to you. So I guess that we can look forward to a good old squash match for the one. I build his confidence up before he moves on to these great challenges with the Dark Leader while he just avoids the RD. So. You should be all right, Dee, if you go to Brutal Impact for that. Let's move on to the next question, Doc.
Sure, and the next one starts off with, Dear Mr. The One, we would like to extend an invitation to you to join us for our annual, this might be type ANALAUAL, annual. Annual? I don't know. It's a festival they're having. Okay. It says, we have guys from all over the world who enjoy a Brutal Impact and also subscribe to the BI lifestyle. There are many fans who applaud Brutal Impact and for being out there in the DUI. Out there, the guy have like this thing over in parentheses. We can accommodate all your needs and that your partners looking forward to make our acquaintance sign by for us? Is that like a fan club of his or something?
It might be, Well, he's the champ now. I'm sure he's got lots of new fans trying to, get on his jock, Doc.
Indeed and agreed. So, see, here again, I bet you nobody would have ever seen this question. He would have kept that and not even told anybody, go to this festival, probably make some more money, rip off everybody else, and be this fraudulent champ that everybody and all these fans are claiming that he is.
Oh, indeed. Well, I'm sure you could probably look forward to him. He'll probably get in contact with you after he listens to this wisdom. So I'm sure he'll make a special appearance. I'm sure this annually or whatever. I'm sure that's right up his alley. So you probably get somewhere with that. So thanks for your question there, buddy. Moving on. Dear the One, how can you sit there and accept the DUI Unified Championship based on the matter in which you won it? There have been great champions who have honored the title with blood, sweat, and tears, and you are making a mockery of it. If you are truly the hero that you say you are, I think you should give the title back and have a fair rematch with the RD instead of having some joke of a match with a Dark Leader. It would be the right thing to do. Signed, Concerned DUI Fan. Oh, man. I tell you, Doc, just some of the wisdom and just, intelligence of some of our fans out there just blows me away. And, again, this would be another letter where the One would laugh at this person, probably mock him, make fun of him, call him an idiot, whatever, and he'd just throw the letter away. But you make perfect sense. But the One isn't the hero that he says he is. And he's not going to give that title back. That just makes too much sense. Even though he did steal it from the RD with BDS's help. Like I said, excuses, I don't care what had happened. He still got that title, and he cheated the RD out of it, and now he does want to move on to a joke match with the Dark Leader. It's just disgusting, Doc.
It is disgusting, but you know what's great about that letter? It shows you how smart the DUI fans are. Like you said, the intelligence level that they have. You can't pull these cheap theatrics and smoke and mirror crap over them and be a hypocrite, hollow, fraudulent champ as everybody's claiming it. And that's the difference between Brutal Impact, the One, and the Lethal Injection, the franchise itself. We have always been true to our form, unlike the One. That's all I can say on that.
Indeed and agree, Doc. You spread the wisdom there. So thank you for your concern, and I'm sure things will get straightened out in the end. And, the One, he'll have what's coming to him. So let's move on to the next question, Doc.
And the next question goes, Dear the One, my brother says you are a paper champ, that you did not beat RD and you paid off BDS to steal the title. I told him that BDS knew RD was finished and saved him the pain of the long count. Tell the world you are not afraid of the RD and will whoop his candy ass. But you see the mentality of the ones fans. I mean, nothing against the DUI fans, but anyway, I digress. But non-title, let's see. It says, tell the world you're not afraid of RD and will whip his candy ass, but in a non-title, as no one is worthy to hold the title more than you. Long live the champ, signed Max Marcus. Wow.
That's a disgusting letter. I guess we deal with the highest of the highs and the lowest of the lows on this show, Doc.
It's true. But, we respect all the DUI fans, regardless of whether, what they think or feel, because it's all about the fans. And I don't want to, insult this fan.
I think we'll just have to casually move away from that question there, Max Marcus or whatever, just go ahead and live in your fantasy world. We're not going to step on your toes or whatever, but, just realize that it is a fantasy world that you are living in. Now, it seems like we got two more questions here, Doc, so let's get to the first of the two here. Dear the One, I was wondering if you could tell us about how it feels to be champion, and if it's true about the perks you were supposed to get with it. I've heard rumors that all the ring rats like Kato, Charade, Crystal, and tons of others are just flocking back to your nuts because they can't help it. Are you dipping into the stash, or have you beat them off with your strap-on? Are Gambler and Riddler jealous yet? And are you giving them enough attention? Signed, S. Jane. Well, S. Jane, you do bring up some good points there. When you are a champion and you do have the gold, there are lots of perks. Lethal Injection can tell you about that, but you do have to make sure that you only deal with the highest of the quality. And I'm sure the One, he is dipping into that stash there, even though he'll tell you that he won't. And I'm sure the Gambler and Riddler probably are getting jealous, Doc. There could be a lot of jealousy there. Could be some cracks in the foundation.
Well, the spotlight is only so big, and the One's ego is so big, and you can't put 5 pounds in a 2-pound bag. So it'd be interesting to see where the seams split and what pours out.
Oh, exactly. So you just have to be careful with that. I'm sure the One, he probably is trying to beat him off with his strap on. Of course, I don't know about the ring rats that he mentioned. It'd probably be other ring rats like, I don't know, maybe what's that idiot horny mask and ass clown and all the, so, I mean, just, the One's got a lot to deal with in his, the House of Brutal Impact or whatever. I just hope he can keep all his stuff in order.
I hope so.
Exactly. So, looks like we have one more question, Doc, so let's finish strong here.
Okay, to the One. Now that you have become a single title holder, will you stay in the single ranks and abandon the tag ranks, thus dissolving Brutal Impact? Or will Brutal Impact replace you with someone else and flounder? It can be very demanding to stay in the race for both ranks, and the wear and tear of the tag could have jeopardized you in keeping in 100% shape to retain the DUI unified title. So I'm sure no one would blame you if you did concentrate on the singles titles, and Brutal Impact has enough talent to survive without you. Signed, number one fan. Well, he makes up a good point, If you're the singles title, why would you want to risk, your career or the title, trying to move up the ranks of the tag division? So the One may just give up, with Brutal Impact. I can see that happening.
You're actually right, Doc. I thought that was going to be another bad question there, but he does raise some good points there. Why would he do that? I think it could be out of greed, though, Doc. This air of superiority that Brutal Impact seemingly thought that they had over everybody, but it would be a risk, Who knows? Brutal Impact might kick his ass out, He wants to say they're all loyal and all, but there could be a lot of trouble there brewing.
That's true. He was in the singles, and then he dabbled in the tags, but now that he's back in the singles ranks with the title, I can see him staying there. Yep.
Oh, indeed. So, all right, well, our time is short here, folks, and we want to thank you for all the great questions that you sent in for getting to know the champ, and we hope that you appreciate the respect that you finally got for your questions, and that we answered with honesty and gave you the wisdom and the truth that the One refuses to give you. So make sure that you stay tuned to the DUI, and the franchise will continue to guide you down the way, and we will give you the wisdom that you deserve. You can bet on that.
Indeed and agreed.